What's going on, folks? If you are considering a move within or to the interior of BC, you've got a handful of options at your fingertips. So today's video, I'm going to be doing a comparison between Kelowna and Kamloops. I've got a bunch of other comparisons back on my channel, so check those out if this is something that you're doing. But the goal of today's video, we're going to talk about the location, density, size, climates, economy to job opportunities, lifestyle, recreation, housing and like general prices, education and healthcare, transportation, community and culture, and then we'll tie it all together with some final thoughts at the end as well. I've got a few pros and cons that are unique to each of these cities, but although they are fairly similar, there are so many differences, so you want to make sure you are informed before you make the decision. So without wasting any more time, let's hop into the video. Okay, before we get too carried away, let's take a look at the locations of each of these two amazing cities. Both are located in the interior of British Columbia. So if we zoom out here, BC, both are in the interior. So we're gonna see some similarities in climate and stuff like that. However, one of the differences is that Kamloops is situated right on the Thompson River here, whereas Kelowna has the Okanagan Lake. Population differences are that Kelowna has around 132,000 people for population, while Kamloops is sitting in at 100. So not too far off. It's going to be interesting compared to some of my other comparisons where I compare to Penticton and Vernon, some smaller towns. So these two are fairly close in population, so it's going to be interesting what we find out here. Before I get too carried away, my name is Braden Coop. I'm a real estate agent here at Remax in Kelowna. One thing I do want to offer to you is I've got a free relocation handbook down below that I spent hours putting together. It's all the questions you're going to need to know if you're thinking about moving to the Okanagan. So sign up and download that. Let's get back to it. So the climate differences between Kelowna and Kamloops is not a whole ton, but there's one thing that is super significant that you should take into consideration. So we are both considered semi-deserts, meaning we get nice, hot, warm, sunny summers, and nice weather in the spring, nice weather in the fall, and then our winters are fairly mild compared to the rest of Canada. Now the main difference between the two is that here in Kelowna, we've got the Okanagan Lake, which is a large, huge body of water that does kind of act as something that's going to kind of dampen those major swings in the summer and winter time, right? Whereas in Kamloops, they don't have that massive body of water. They do have the Thompson River that kind of runs through the city, but not near to the extent of the Okanagan Lake. So we here in Kelowna get the average temperatures probably throughout the summer are between 20, 22 and like 27. So super warm, pretty hot, versus Kamloops, you're probably going to get a couple of degrees warmer than that even. And then in the wintertime here in Kelowna, winters are between probably 0-5 degrees on average. Of course, we do get a cold snap usually once a year in the wintertime that will send temperatures plummeting down even further. But in Kamloops, you'll probably expect things to be a little bit even more extreme than that. Economy and job opportunities. So here in Kelowna, we've got a very diverse economy, very service-based, so we got lots of tourism, but we also have a huge focus on technology, healthcare, and education. Versus Kamloops, which also has the healthcare education, but they've also got a big focus on the industrial, commercial kind of industries. Kamloops is a regional trade and commercial center as well. They've got a good focus on the transportation sectors as well, like trucking and stuff like that, because they've got a really amazing highway that runs right through and connects to all the major hubs. One thing that we are lacking here in Kelowna is a good highway system like that. Lifestyle and recreation. Kelowna is going to offer much more of those urban amenities, not to the same scale as Vancouver and Toronto, but we've got a lot more shopping and the nightlife, fantastic restaurants and easy access to boating, hiking, golf, skiing up at Big White, those types of things, whereas Kamloops is known for its outdoor activities like, again, hiking, skiing, mountain biking and stuff, but overall going to be a lot more laid back when compared to Kelowna. When we go to housing, generally a higher cost of living here in Kelowna versus Kamloops.
You get what you pay for, just joking.
But again, because we are more dense, here in Kelowna, with the population being in at around 133,000 people versus Kamloops at 100,000 people. We got more density here. Not to mention also Kamloops does have less people, but the city is actually larger, so it's spread out over a bigger area. Here in Kelowna, we've got everything from luxury lakeside single-family homes to acreages to high-rise condos, penthouses, all that stuff, whereas Kamloops is going to be mostly single-family homes and townhomes. Education and healthcare. In Kelowna, we've got Kelowna General Hospital and the UBCO campus, which is University of British Columbia, Okanagan. Kamloops has the TRU, Thompson River University, and the Royal Inland Hospital. All fantastic facilities. Kelowna is just doing it on a larger scale versus Kamloops. Transportation, as you can imagine, with the more dense and more highly populated Kelowna, transportation systems here are more progressive and efficient versus Kamloops. We've got the Kelowna International Airport, which is a fairly major airport here in the interior. Kamloops has an airport as well that offers regional flights, but Kelowna is usually where people from Kamloops come to get out of town, or they're going to Vancouver for that. So a couple of unique pros and cons to each. While Kelowna, here we've got the Okanagan Lake. That's why people come to the interior to enjoy the four-season playground that we have here. We got Big White Ski Resort just 50 minutes away, which is one of Canada's top-ranked family ski resorts. In Kamloops, you've got the Thompson River, which does have a few beaches, but not the same boating experience or beach experience you're going to get there. And they've got Sun Peaks Mountain Resort, which also has biking and skiing, so you can be there all year round if you like. Just like Big White, it's just on a slightly smaller scale there. Kamloops has a fantastic highway system where the highway just runs right kind of in and around the city, and you don't even notice the traffic, versus Kelowna, where it runs right through the middle, and it is a con for Kelowna. Decisions obviously going to come down to the lifestyle and your priorities. For Kelowna, got a little bit more urban feel and lifestyle here. Kamloops is going to be the laid-back version of that, and the major difference being the Okanagan Lake. So I hope that helps give you a little bit of clarity to your search. If you've got some specific questions that I didn't get to, book a call down below with me as well. Like I mentioned before, I've got the free relocation handbook. Sign up, I'll send it to you. It's got way more information on everything you're going to need to know if you're moving to the Okanagan. So until I hear from you guys, I will see you on the next one.